In this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys one company that is hiring for 32 positions. And I'm talking about visa sponsorship positions to Malta. So if you're interested in relocating from whatever country you are right now in the world to Malta on a work visa, then I guess you should stay tuned to this video. Just give me just 1 second. I'm gonna dash up to the market, and you guys already know I'm gonna be right back with more.
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical. All the niggas mimical, but they stare still on taking literal. Punchlines collateral. Maximum damage.
Hello, Chronicles. Hello, YouTube. How you all doing today? It's still your value-based king, Fuse, from FuseChronicles.com. We are your one-stop shop for anything and everything that has to do with travel, tourism, and lifestyle. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, what are you doing? If you're really interested in relocating to select countries around the world to live, study, or work, then this is the place where you need to stay locked on to. So why don't you go on ahead, smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so when we drop future valuable videos such as this one, you can catch them when they drop. Like our videos and share them with your friends as well. Now, like I said earlier, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys one company that has on display 32, that is 32 jobs, 32 jobs, visa sponsorship jobs to Malta. So if you're interested in relocating from your country to Malta for work, now I'm going to be showing you different types of jobs that you could take advantage of. Now this is a sequel to the last video I did about moving to Malta in 15 days on a work visa. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to leave it somewhere up there so you can click away and watch that video, how I highlighted everything you need to know about applying for a work visa, the work permit, your license, your job offer, what to do when you get to Malta and such. Okay, so I'm going to leave it up there. Now, before I jump into this company I just mentioned, it's very important to inform you guys that in Malta, most of the things that have to do with securing a job or getting new employees for a company, which is an employer in Malta, is usually outsourced to third-party companies or agencies. For example, your work permit is being outsourced to an agency called Job Plus or Identity Malta, depending on the duration of time you're going to be working in Malta. Now, it's not different when they're trying to get people, international applicants, to fill up select positions for jobs that are open across different countries. Now, the company I'm going to be disclosing to you guys in this video is actually a recruitment company. They're a human resource company, but they get the bulk of vacant positions from different companies across Malta. So they have 32 positions open for people to come into Malta to fill up these visa sponsorship positions, okay? It's also important that I tell you guys, before positions in Malta are open to global applicants, they first of all try to see if locals, the people who are local to Malta, different cities in Malta, are capable of filling these positions. In eventuality or in cases where these people are unable, the locals are unable to fill up these positions, then they turn it over to the international community and they start to look for people from different countries. So without any much further ado, a lady sent me a message literally on YouTube yesterday telling me I talk too much. So I'm just gonna zip it now and I'm going to move on to my laptop and I'm going to show you guys these jobs. Okay, so I'm going on to my laptop now. You guys already know, like I always say in this sort of videos, the magic always begins from the Fuse Chronicles website. Okay, so I'm just just log on to the Fuse Chronicles website. If you don't know how to get there, it's simply fusechronicles.com. I'm going to leave a link in the description section, so you can always go there and just navigate to the Fuse Chronicles website, and you're going to see our most recent article, Visa Sponsorship Jobs in Malta. So I'm going to click on that. So I'm going to close this ad at the same time, okay? So let me just go back to the beginning. So this is it right here. This is it right here. So the title or the name of the company I'm talking about is a company called Iris Thomas. You guys see it here, Iris Thomas. So Iris Thomas has 32 jobs on their website, and it's not just them. Some of these positions are posted by Iris Thomas personally. So they're looking for people who can fill up these visa sponsorship positions in their company, but most of them are posted or sent to Iris Thomas by other companies called across aviation, retail, and different types of companies, finance, gaming, and stuff like that. But we're going to go into them one after the other. I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible. My target is 10 to 15 minutes. I don't want this video to be too long, so pardon me if I breeze through this content as quickly as possible, okay? So let's move on to the first position. So the first position that is required for international applicants to apply for is the accountant position, okay? It's the accountant position. So I'm just going to take you guys, if you're interested in this position, just read about the company that's offering it, read about the key roles and responsibilities, read about the criteria for eligibility. They're all on the Fuse Chronicles website. I'm just going to show you where the application form is, because I know that's what you guys are interested in. Okay, so let's just cut through the murk and get into it. So the application page, if my internet is going to grant me the speed required, okay. As you guys can see, the Iris Thomas is navigating me to the Iris Thomas website. Now the Iris Thomas website is key in this process. They even conduct interviews, screening, and vetting on behalf of the primary company that is looking to hire you. So if you're interested in this position, after having read the key roles and criteria for eligibility, you just click on I am interested, and it's going to take you to the application form. This is it here. Very simple. What do? You upload your CV here. You upload your CV, which must be in Doc, Microsoft Word, or Docx, PDF, OT, ODT, RTF formats, whatever. You come down here, you pick your, how should be address? Is it Mr., is it Miss, or whatever you put it, put your name, put your surname, email address, mobile phone number, your email address, your country, and you agree to their privacy policy. You put your social media handle if you want. This is optional, it's not mandatory. You attach a cover letter, and you already put your resume, so you don't need to worry about this, but you will still attach it again if it doesn't let you submit. And then you fill up this these words here, just put them in here, then you click on next. It's going to take you to the next phase of the application process. I'm not going to get through that. It's very straightforward, trust me. I've done it before I shot this video. It's very straightforward. I'm just going to close this, and I'm going to move on to the next one. We're moving very quickly like clockwork. So the next position that is sought to be filled is the position of the payroll assistant, okay? The payroll assistant. This position provides an excellent personal development opportunity for the job holder. The successful candidate will form part of the client's outsourcing team and will report to the outsourcing manager or senior. All right, so if you're interested in this, just read on the key roles and responsibility, come down, read on the criteria for eligibility. You have to have a minimum of 1 year work experience. That's the bare minimum. Read on the rest if you're interested. Then you click here. The links to these jobs are just below criteria for eligibility for all of them. So click here. It's going to navigate you to the website for Iris Thomas Limited, like I said, who is in charge of screening, interviewing, and vetting. Just click on I'm interested. And just like in the last one, just do the same thing, guys. Do the same thing. It's not even that deep. It's not that difficult. Like I explained in the last one, repeat it here. Click next and finish off the application form. I'm going to close this and I'm going to move on to the next one, the auditing or the audit manager. Okay, the audit manager, they're looking for an audit manager to join the client's team. The position provides an excellent personal development opportunity as well as career prospects for the job holder. The successful candidate will form part of the organization's audit management team and will report to the audit partner, okay? So it's important to know who you're going to be reporting to when you start this job. Read the key roles and responsibilities, come down, read the criteria for eligibility, at least 3 years experience in audit supervisor or assistant manager roles. You need to read that, and you need to know what documentation by way of qualification that you need to have. Then you come here and click here to apply if you are interested in this position. Okay, you can, if you know someone who might like this position, you can refer a friend. If you know someone who wants to go abroad on a visa sponsorship position, you can refer a friend. If you're interested in it by yourself, you can just click on I am interested, okay? And like I said in the last one, it's very straightforward. They all follow the same format. Just fill it up, click on next, and move on to the concluding part of the application. When you're done, you wait for them to reach back at you. It usually takes 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes a month for them to get back to you. Sometimes it could take as long as 3 months, guys, 3 months, depending on the volume of application that they are going through, okay? Now, the next one is the junior auditor position. It's located, now this position, the company offering this position is located in an area of Malta known as Berkirkara in Malta. They're looking for a junior auditor to join the audit team to work on the financial audit of their local and international clients in accordance with international standards on auditing in order to obtain the required evidence to issue an appropriate audit opinion. Okay, so it's a very complicated job because you need to work on series of reports so that the company, the boss, the higher up can have informed decisions or give their opinion on certain things that have to do with certain industries. Okay, so read on key roles and responsibilities, criteria for eligibility to know for this particular position you need a minimum of 6 months experience in auditing. So you read what else you need to have. If you are qualified and you feel you meet the requirement for this job, just come here and click here to apply, okay? It's going to take you to the Iris Thomas website. Don't worry about it. Click on I'm interested and just fill the online application form, okay? There are no offline application forms, no paper application, is all online. Just fill them up. It's straightforward, your run-of-the-mill application form online. Just click it, fill it, and click next to conclude the application. When you're done, you can close it. Now we're moving on to the next one, like clockwork, guys. We're moving very quickly. Assistant designer, okay? Now, an assistant designer or draught person is sought to join the client's team. The ideal candidate should be proficient in AutoCAD, 3D Studio Max, and Photoshop. The selected candidate will join a team of professionals working on a variety of residential and commercial projects, okay? So just come down, read about the key roles and responsibility, criteria for eligibility. You need to have at least 3 years of relevant experience and the qualifications are there. If you meet them, then just come down here, click here to apply. Simple, very straightforward. It's going to take us all the way to this page. Click I'm interested, that takes you to the application form. And this is you here. Fill all this, upload the necessary documentation, fill every other thing. If you see the asterisks here, just know it's mandatory that you fill that column. So just fill them up and click next, finish your application and submit. So let's move on to the next one quickly as possible. So branch rental agent. So they're currently looking for a branch rental agent to join the client's team who is a top transportation service provider that operates a global network that covers 100 countries, over 100,000 dedicated team members, and over 2 million vehicles taking customers wherever they need to go. So you already know that this is a transportation company, okay? So if you're interested in working in a transportation company or you have experience in working in a transportation company, read the key roles and responsibilities, come down even more, read the criteria for eligibility. You need to have at least 1 to 2 years experience in similar roles, especially into vehicle rentals and sales. So you need to read that, read what you need to have. If you fit their criteria, then just come here, click here to apply. Very simple. Everything is already custom made for you guys. Click if you fit, and then just click I'm interested. Takes you to the application form. Fill out your necessary details, everything they require of you. Fill them out here. Next, and that's you done. Done, done, done. So now let's move on to the next one. The next one is an automotive service operator. Okay, this is more like an auto mechanic. Okay, so they seek to recruit a service advisor to join the client's team who offers robust learning opportunity for all employees, best-in-class leadership development programs, and a commitment to invest in and grow their employees' career. The company is Malta's largest importer and supplier in the automotive industry. So that's it. So you know it's in the car industry. So you read the key roles and responsibilities, then you come down, read the criteria for eligibility. If this is you and it fits what you're looking for, you have experience in this sector, just come down here, apply for the automotive service advisor position, click here. Just click there. It's going to take you or navigate you to the online application form. I'm interested, like we did the rest, and then just come down. Simple. It's not even that deep. It's not that difficult. Just come down, and then you fill the form, click next like I said in the previous ones, and it takes you to the concluding part of the application form. You fill that up and you wait for them to get back to you. So let's close this. Let's move on to the next one. The next one is operations officer for a company known as Air Atlanta Europe. So this is an aviation flight company. So they're looking for an operations officer to join the team. The operations officer prepares, plans, and controls the ongoing flight operation and is part of the Integrated Operations Control Center. The Integrated Operations Control Center operates a 24/7 on a 2-2-3 shift pattern. So I'm sure that's 2 people in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 2 in the evening. Okay, so Air Atlanta Europe is one of the leaders in the aviation industry and a top ACMI and charter service provider in the world. Okay, so it's a top company, a big company. Read the key roles and responsibilities, know what you're going to be doing on a day-to-day basis. Then come down, read the criteria for eligibility. You need to have at least 2 years of experience in worldwide air operations environment. Read the rest. If this is you and it fits what this company is looking for, click here to apply. Straightforward, guys. Very easy, very smooth. Okay? I'm interested. Click on that one like the rest before it, and then you come down and you fill up all the parameters that are mandatory, and if you want to fill up the optional parameters, that's up to you. Fill it up, come down, click next, and move on to the next part. Okay, so I clicked next and it told me I've not filled up the previous parameters above it. So when you fill that up, click next and move on to the next part. Okay, so now let's move on to the next job. So the next job is flight operations officer for the same company, Air Atlanta Europe. Okay, so they're looking for a flight operations officer to join the team. The individual will be responsible for planning and releasing of flights to the operating crew. Flight operations officer will ascertain that a flight is not released unless meteorological conditions are taken into account and is part of the Integrated Operations Control Center. Okay, so you guys already know it has to do with planning flights, making sure that the weather conditions are perfect for a plane to jet off and stuff like this. So you already know whether this or you're qualified for this position or not, or whether you fit what this company is looking for. So come down, read the key roles and responsibilities, read the criteria for eligibility, and if this is you, click here to apply, and it's going to take you to the online application form. You go to the Iris Thomas portal or website and you just start to click or fill away on the online application form, and that's it. That's it for this position. So I'm just going to close it and we're going to move on to the next one. We try to breeze through as quickly as possible. So continuing airworthiness engineer. So you guys already know by now that the last 2 positions plus this one 3 are jobs in the aviation sector. Okay, so the continuing airworthiness engineer is a person. Okay, is going to be reporting to the continuing airworthiness manager and is responsible for the continuing airworthiness management of the aircraft in accordance with all applicable aviation regulations and international standards. The hiring company is a business jet operator based in Malta. So what they do is they lease out or they rent out jets to people who can afford it. So that's what they do. So come down, read the key roles and responsibilities. And it's a lot, okay? It's a lot. It's just so much key roles and responsibilities. So read them all up. Read the criteria for eligibility. If this is you and you feel your criteria matches what is on this site, or your qualification matches what they've put down there, just click here to apply and it's going to take you to the form. Most of these forms follow the same format because it's the same recruitment company that's going to conduct the interview, the screening, and do everything that needs to be done on behalf of the hiring company. Okay, so don't even be fussed about this. So come down, fill up the parameters that needs to be filled up, go next, finish it up, submit it, and that's you done. Now let's move on to the next one. Swedish speaking sales agent. Now, as you guys can tell from the first two words, you need to be able to know how to speak the Swede language. So you need to be a Swedish speaking person, probably who knows how to speak English as well, okay? So this company is looking for a sales agent who is Swedish speaking and passionate about working on commission. So you're going to be paid on a commission basis, as well as wants to control his or her own salary. As a sales agent, the applicant will work with the company's potential customers over the telephone. So it's a tele-sales agent, okay? Now, let's go down. You read the criteria for eligibility. If this is you, if you fit the billing, you just come down here and you click here to apply. And it's going to take you to the online application form like we did in the rest before it. And what you just do is you click on I'm interested, and then you just do the honors here, fill up all the parameters that are mandatory, put in information if you want to fill the optional columns as well. Click on next, finish up the application, and let's move on to the next one. So the next one is they're looking for either one of an architect or a civil engineer. So either an architect or civil engineer are sought to join a proactive team. The selected candidate will be responsible for the management of construction projects. The hiring company is focused on construction and the manufacture of building materials and is based in Nazar, which is located in Malta. Okay, so read on the key roles and responsibilities. Do that, please. Don't just go in blind, and read the criteria for eligibility. At least the first one is important. Minimum of 3 years of extensive practical experience in a similar role in Malta. So this job is for people who are in Malta, but if they don't get people who can fill up these positions, then they might open it to the international community, okay? Because when you see in Malta, then just know that people who are in Malta will be considered first before they open it to people outside Malta. So if this is for you, then you come down, click here to apply. It takes you to this portal. You're going to click on I'm interested. It takes you to the online application form, and you just do the honors here. Fill all the columns, click on next, finish up, and submit the form. Now let's move on to the next one. Now they're looking for a business development executive, okay? Passionate business development executive is sought to join the company's sales team. The sales executive responsibilities include generating leads, making sales calls, continuously updating the customer relations management database, and meeting sales targets. So that's what the business development executive job will entail. But if you're not still sure about it, come down, read some more, read on the key roles and responsibilities, read on the criteria for eligibility, and if you're sold on this position and you feel that you meet the criteria that they have listed on for this position, then just click here to apply. It's going to take you to the online application form. Just go in, get your hands all dirty, just start to fill up these forms, and that's you done, okay? Fill all the columns, go next, fill the next part of it, and submit it. and just wait for them to get back at you. I'm so sorry, guys. I have the cold. That's why I keep rubbing my nose. I'm so sorry. So just wait for them to get back at you, and if you're successful, you move on to the next phase. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one, which is the recruiter slash headhunter. Now this position is one that is being advertised by Iris Thomas themselves. Okay, so Iris Thomas seeks a recruiter slash headhunter to join their multidisciplinary recruitment team. Beneficiaries for this position will collaborate with current and future clients in a regular basis and proactively identify future hiring needs, attract candidates using various channels, perform interviews, evaluate, and process applications. So that's what you'll be doing. You can read up more on the key roles and responsibilities, and come down, read on the criteria for eligibility, and if you like what you see and you fit what they're looking for, just come here, click here to apply, okay? And it's going to take you to the Iris Thomas website. You click on I'm interested, and then you just start filling away on this online application form. Just fill everything if possible. Come here, and you can see, because it's Iris Thomas, you don't need to go next. When you fill it up, upload your cover letter, resume, fill in these catchphrases here, just submit your application straight away and wait for them to get back at you, okay? Now let's move on to the next one, which is an office assistant. So a competent office assistant is sought to join the company's team. The selected candidate will be responsible for ensuring the day-to-day clerical and administrative activities are efficiently addressed, including supply and equipment purchasing, file management, administrative support, and related activities such as human resources, okay? So the company operates in the retail industry, and they're located in Birkirkara in Malta, all right? So you know now. So you come down, you read on the key roles and responsibilities. Don't stop there. I'm sorry, I think we made a mistake. Let me see. I think I got it right. So come down, read on the key roles and responsibilities, and read on the criteria for eligibility. I think you need to have at least 5 years of general administrative assistant experience to apply for this position. And if you fit the bill in here, as you can see, this is very steep. Okay, so you need to be fluent in the Maltese language, so the language spoken in Malta. If you don't know how to speak Malta or the Maltese language, don't even bother. But if you fit the bill in perfectly, just come down here, click here to apply. All right, and it's going to take you to the website here. I'm interested. Click that. Always click that, and come down, fill in this online application form, fill it all up, then go to the next part of it, fill that as well, and you're done. Just be patient, wait for them, and they'll get back to you. Now the next one is the full stack senior software developer. A full stack senior software developer responsible for building products and deploying advanced solutions for leading enterprise grade organizations using the latest technology is sought. The focus of the available post is on transaction monitoring and case investigation for anti-money laundering, fraud, and responsible gaming purposes, okay? So that's what the full stack senior software developer is going to be focused on. All right, so come down and we will read more on the key roles and responsibility as well as criteria for eligibility. If you match what they're looking for, then don't wait for anybody, my friend. Just click here and move on to the online application form and come here, I'm interested, and start to fill away quickly, okay? So you need to understand that a lot of people are going to be looking to apply for this position, so don't dilly-dally on this matter. Just go in and fill it as soon as possible if you qualify for what you're looking for, right? So fill them up, come down, next, finish the application form, and submit it quickly. Now, you guys will be saying, but Fuse, you've only shown us 15 jobs, and we've come to the end of the road. Yes, we have. I'm going to take you straight to the remaining positions, okay? I'm going to take you straight to the remaining positions. As you guys can see, this is the Iris Thomas website, and this is their career site, the career page. As you guys can see, the jobs that weren't even listed on the Fuse Chronicles website, like the team leader, client accounting and tax compliance, semi-senior auditor, we talked about audit manager, junior auditor, executive accounts associate, accounting assistant. These are all positions, more positions: payroll assistant, accountant, audit supervisor, manager, client accounts team leader. Now we'll go to the field of architecture, engineering, and design. Assistant designer, I think we talked about that before. Branch rental, automotive service advisor, salesperson and storekeeper, salesperson, consultant. We'll come down to aviation: continuing airworthiness engineer, continuing airworthiness manager, operations officer, flight operations officer, sales agent, Swedish speaking, programmatic media buyer. And this is the sales agent, Swedish speaking again, so there are two of those positions open. Architect and civil engineer positions, business development executive. We'll come down to human resource recruiter and headhunter. We'll come down to retail office assistant. We'll come down to software development and services, full stack senior software developer. We talked about that on the Fuse Chronicles website. Software developer, net and power platform. We'll come down to iGaming and land-based gaming, sports trader night, sports trading analyst, junior sports trader, game presenter. So these are all positions that are open. If you count them all up, they all add up to 32 positions. There you go, guys. There you go. These are all 32 positions offered by companies in Malta. They're all visa sponsorship jobs in Malta for people around the world who are looking to relocate to Malta on a work visa, okay? Don't forget, like I said in our last video, when you get accepted for this position, the company is going to help you apply for your work permit. They're going to do this on your behalf. They're going to apply for your work permit. When you get your work permit, you're going to be notified by either Identity Malta or Job Plus, whichever is processing your case, that your work permit is ready and you need to move on to the next stage, which is applying for your work visa, and that's you home free, okay? So guys, if I was too fast in this video, I apologize, okay? You can go down to the settings tab and modulate the speed by clicking on the gear icon down there, and you can just move the speed to the level that is most comfortable with you, so that you can understand what I just said. But if somehow you modulated the speed and I was still too fast and you didn't catch what I was saying, don't be shy. Leave your comments down in the comment section telling me where you were stuck, and I'll try my best to make sure you come unstuck. But if the comment section down below is too public for you, why don't you follow me on any one of my social media handles? We're active on 3 social media platforms, which are TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. And our social media handles on all accounts are the same. It's up there at Fuse Chronicles. Now, don't forget, guys, subscribe to this video, like it, share it with your friends, and turn on the notification bell so when we drop more valuable videos such as this one in the future, you can catch them when they drop, okay? In our next episode, I'm going to be talking about more visa sponsorship jobs to New Zealand. So if you don't want to miss that content, don't fail to subscribe, like the video, turn on the notification bell, and share it with your friends. And until the next one, I remain your value-based king, Fuse. I'll catch you on the next cut. Bye-bye for now.